Hey, what's up guys? UrAvgWarGamer is back with another video of World of Warships. And today I have a topic which is about what are the best tier 9 credit earning ships that you can actually buy right now for free. And I think I should make this video and I will explain quite a lot of ships out there, whether you are a cruiser player, destroyer or battleship player. I think this video will definitely going to help you a lot in making a good choices to get the best ship for yourself and get a lot decent earning in credits. Okay, so this video will definitely going to help. If you, by the way guys, new to the channel, you should definitely like, comment and subscribe and let me know which ship did you bought for your credit grinding stuff. So let's get to the destroyers first, because I do have a lot of destroyers. There are top 3 destroyers that I would definitely going to recommend you guys to earn a lot of credits. Now first of all, I have Black. This is a US destroyer, a tier 9 destroyer that is really good in credit income. It prints money if you play well, and by the way, it has really good set of consumables that will help you to carry games and win games if you do want to win with this ship. But the thing is about the Black that it is not only a free ship because it's a coal resource ship. If I can show you in the armory quickly. As you can see, I have opened up the coal section in the armory, and you have USS Black, which cost a lot. 300,000 gold almost for a destroyer is a bit too much, but the thing is that it is really powerful destroyer for a reason. Okay, so if I talk about the Black quickly, well, it has 5 guns, it has 10 torpedoes, and it has some consumables like radar. A radar on a destroyer is insane. There are not a whole lot of destroyers in the game that has access to radar, which is 7.5 kilometer, combined with the fact that it also, by the way, has smoke, which kind of makes it absurd that you smoke up if you get spotted and you just simply radar the destroyers because your concealment is 5.8 kilometers. So you can even outspot so many ships at your tier. Couple of exceptions, maybe the Jaeger, Yugumo, Nistushimi, and probably other than that, there are not a whole lot of destroyers that you will be able to not able to spot. But the torpedoes, these are sort of deep-water torpedoes. I mean, these are normal torpedoes. These are not Pan-Asian torpedoes nor Japanese Asashio torpedoes. These are having pretty insane detectability, 0.9 kilometer, which is pretty absurd. And your reload time is also pretty nice, 86.4 seconds with my build. Because if I can show you the Alexander Ovechkin, this is a special captain that also increases this, the already good survivability expert perk even better. So slightly more HP because of this captain. And you sort of build with torpedoes and gun as well. So you slightly reduce the reload time from the captain build, as well as makes the reload time better from the guns. So Black is a really good pick. With this radar and smoke combo, you will just counter TDs well in ranked battle as well as in random battle. So definitely a really good pick. The torpedoes does hurt and hit hard, like 21,600. There are not a whole lot of destroyers that have this level of damage. 13.7 kilometers, very good range. So the torpedoes work well, but they are really slow. 45 knots is insanely slow. These are kind of like sea mines, and you just expect to maybe hit 1 or 2 destroyers sometimes battleships, cruisers. You just send them into the direction where the ships are heading towards, and then you just forget about it. So it's pretty good ship. I would say Black is a really good pick. The other pick that I would definitely recommend is Nistushimi. So Nistushimi, I would highly recommend. It's also exactly available for the same amount of coal as Black. Both of these destroyers, Black and Nistushimi, they are very expensive. Okay, and probably another really good credit printing ship out there alongside with Black is Nistushimi. Now Nistushimi is a bit different from Black. Okay, you can get it for free, which is nice. But the interesting thing about the Nistushimi is it also have 10 torpedoes. It has slightly worse gun power than Black, but then on the other hand, you have so many consumables. First of all, the incredible consumable for a destroyer is going to be a heal. And it is not, by the way, a normal heal. It is a super heal. You will heal a lot of HP in 20 seconds. And you also do have speed boost. In the case of Black, you have to trade out your speed boost for radar. But then in the case of Nistushimi, that's not going to be the case. You also have defensive air fire as well as smoke. So you have a lot of consumables. Also you do have heal, which makes it a really good option if you want to kill destroyers, because you can just have even you might not have really good damage per minute in terms of your firepower, but the heal will definitely going to compensate you a lot, because once you heal up your HP, then you can just trade out the DD's HP, because most destroyers in World of Warships does not have access to heal. Very nice. Torpedoes are, I would say, slightly more better than black, but black torpedoes does hurt, but these torpedoes reload sort of slow, but they have good concealment, 1.3 kilometer, and have normal speed, because black have really bad torpedo speed. So this is something that you should be keeping in mind. One more interesting thing about the Nishitoshimi is really good concealment. It has 5.6 kilometer concealment. That's pretty good considering it does have a super heal and it has so many tools in his arsenal. I would say Nishitoshimi is really nice, okay? Even though you do have 4 guns and they sometimes does not feel really good, but then they have Soviet arcs, makes it a really good credit income, sort of a destroyer, okay? Black and Nishitoshimi are definitely going to be my top picks. Another top pick is going to be the Somme. Now, this destroyer is available right now for completing the collection, if I can show you quickly. Okay, so you have to complete this collection. This is Battle of Somme collection, if I can show you in the armory real quick to access this destroyer. So if you go into the container section, you can see here there is a Battle of Somme container. This costs 3,000 gold, and this will make you get the Somme, okay? So if you want to get a Jutland copy, a premium Jutland copy, which is already a really good destroyer, you can get it by just completing the collection. You have to spend some good coal out there to get the Somme, but Somme is really powerful destroyer. I think out of all 2 destroyers, I would say out of all 3 of them, Somme I think is a lot much more versatile. Now, the thing about the Somme is that you do have 6 guns, which I really like. You do have smokes, short smokes. These are not long-lasting smokes, but these smokes are not only short, they last for a very short time, but they reload quickly, which means that you can disengage from time to time if you use the smokes correctly. You also have not a chance of eating torpedoes, which is really nice. And then you also have a heal, like a Nishitoshimi. So it's basically the mix and blend between 2 destroyers of black and Nishitoshimi. Now, it does not have a radar, but then it has a really good concealment of 5.7. It's slightly worse than Nishitoshimi, but slightly better than black, which is really nice. You do have, again, 10 torpedoes. That's pretty nice. And your guns are really good. Now, the AP is also a bit special because you can actually able to penetrate destroyers when they are broadside, which makes this AP DPM of the Somme a lot much more better than using HE. So definitely recommend it to use on broadside DDs. This will definitely going to hurt, and your HP is pretty decent, 21,000. And then again, just like I said, you have heal, which is really nice. So all of these things combined with the short smokes, Somme is really a powerful ship, not only in random battles, but also in rank. So these 3 destroyers are really going to earn a lot of credits. Tier 9 premium destroyers mostly going to earn you a lot of credits upon decent games. So I would highly recommend 3 of these destroyers. So let's go and get to the cruisers itself. All right, so for the cruisers, I would definitely going to recommend Tulsa. Now, Tulsa is a really nice cruiser, okay? I'm not a fan of Tulsa, but again, as a tier 9 premium cruiser, this is again available for coal, if I can show you in the armory real quick. As you can see, I have Tulsa, I have bought it for coal, and it's free, right? I have shown all the ships that are available right now, but they are available for a free resource that you can grind in this game right now. You don't have to spend credits whatsoever. So Tulsa is available for 228k coal. So I would say it's a really good cruiser in many situations, okay? Now, the gun reload time is pretty decent, but you only have 6 guns. You can see here, these guns does perform really well. You have good HE as well as good AP. If you are familiar with Des Moines class cruisers at Tech Tree Line, Tulsa is gonna be feeling pretty much similar, okay? Except that the guns are a bit lower. You have 4 instead of 6 guns on the front, and you have slightly less guns on the back. Other than that, Tulsa is a really good package. Now, there's something about the Tulsa. As I can see, show you in the equipment section, you do have surveillance radar. Your concealment is 9.5. Your radar is 9 kilometer. It's a short radar compared to the other cruisers like Buffalo, Baltimore, and Des Moines class cruisers at Tech Tree Line, the American Tech Tree Line. But still, A 9.5 kilometer concealment with 9 kilometer radar is still a good combo. The action time is 46.2 seconds if you use a surveillance radar modification one, which is really nice. You have access to defensive airfire or hydro if you want to have, and then you also have heal. This makes it a really good cruiser. Okay, you can use islands as cover. You can use it pretty effectively to deal against destroyers or cruisers. If cruisers show broadside, you can smash them with AP. If the battleships are pushing up, you can just definitely farm them with your HE and set fires. Your armor might not be that impressive, 27mm all over the place, but again, you are immune to 380mm guns for sure. You can bounce the shells, but again, the armor and the HP, it's not that impressive, and that's where Tulsa does suffer. But I would say it's another credit printing ship for cruiser. At least that's what I can say, okay? Apart from Tulsa, there's another cruiser that I would highly recommend, and that is Aegir. It's a German cruiser that is also, by the way, available for 228k coal. So it's again another free coal ship. You can grind it out, you can get this Aegir. Now, Aegir is a lot much more, I would say, comfortable because its firing range is a lot better compared to Tulsa. As you can see, I haven't talked about the Tulsa firing range. It is definitely onto the lower side, and that's where Tulsa a bit suffers, but Aegir has comfortable 18.5 kilometer range with 305mm guns. So slightly better caliber guns, battle cruiser dispersion, and really good AP with HE that is slightly not impressive. German HE used to be slightly having less penetration alpha damage, so that's one thing that you should be keeping in mind. But I would say Aegir is sort of a brawler. It can go across the close range areas, or to top the battleship, cruiser, or even destroyer if they are rushing you, which does help a lot to its survivability at the close quarters. Your torpedo protection is some of the best, by the way, and your HP is very, very impressive, 62,000. So if you are thinking of getting a tankier cruiser, I think Aegir is a really good pick. Now, as you can see here, armor is slightly better, 30mm and 90mm on the side. 90mm on the side. Bow is only 27, so yeah. Slightly better than Tulsa. I would say a lot better than Tulsa. But again, if the AP, if you show broadside, you will be punished because every single AP will be penetrated because of this thickness, okay? Anti-defense is pretty decent, I would say, against tier 8 carrier, especially if you put defensive airfire. Unfortunately, it does not have access to defensive airfire, but still, you have base anti-air to be decent, but don't expect that much. Against tier 10s at least. Your concealment is decent at 11.9 kilometers, so it's a good credit income ship, I would say. I would recommend Aegir and Tulsa if you do like the taste of sort of light, heavy cruiser or Des Moines class cruiser line. Tulsa is good. Otherwise, Aegir is not a bad option either. All right, let's talk about top 3 battleships. I would say there are not a lot of cruiser options, I would say, compared to destroyers and battleships for free, okay? But at least what I can say for the battleship is going to be, I think the tier surge for battleships is going to be a huge in credit income money maker. Tier surge is really powerful. A lot of people underestimate the power of Kearsarge, and I would say Kearsarge is one of the strongest battleships at tier 9. Simply because it has a hybrid approach, if I can show you quickly. Now, it has access to some of the most ridiculously insane, high damaging HE rockets in World of Warships, okay? Kearsarge have rockets. If you have played carriers at all, if you have some decent carrier games, I think the HE aircraft won't be any issue if you use them correctly. You do have, other than that, really good guns. You have 12 guns, 403mm guns. They do a lot of damage. They have really good HP, like 84,300 HP is really nice for tier 9. Your concealment might not be impressive, but I haven't built for concealment. I have built for a lot different sort of build. I have built for anti-air or sort of a, more towards hybrid or, the planes friendly build, okay? Because you can see here I am using Air Groups Mod 3, which helps in increasing the survivability of planes itself and its preparation time. So Kearsarge with is insanely accurate because it has 1.9 sigma with these 12 guns. 1.9 sigma means very, very accurate, especially with this dispersion mod that you can apply on American battleships. Really nice, okay? It's a really good credit income ship. You can play it at long ranges. You don't need to play it at medium and short ranges. Other than that, I would say really, really powerful pick. But if you are maybe not interested in Kearsarge because of its carrier gameplay, that it comes a bit here and there, I think the other ship that I would recommend is going to be the Carl 14 Johan. But there's one exception. Carl 14 Johan is not available for free right now, but there was a trade-in event. There was a trade-in event where you can get this ship for free. I mean, it's technically free, but still, I would highly recommend you guys, if you have Carl 14 Johan, this is a really good pick. It has everything. It has torpedoes, 16 torpedoes, 8 per side, and then you have 12 guns, and then, the caliber might be lower. HP is pretty decent, and your armor is pretty decent on the side as well. So you are going to be pretty tanky if you are angled correctly. I think it's an interesting ship because of its concealment as well. 11.7 is sort of slightly higher. It has, I think, 10 point something kilometer concealment. For a battleship, that is insane. Your anti-defense is excellent. I would say against Tier-8 carriers, you will be having a good chance in shooting down planes. You have torpedoes, you have good 12 guns. They don't hit hard, but then AP and HE is not worse either. So Carl 14 Johan is like a jack of all trades. You have a cruiser-style gameplay, destroyer, brawling, battleships, like every sort of gameplay in a single package. I don't know what to say. It also have decent secondaries as well. If you build it for secondaries, the secondaries can go up to around 10-ish kilometers, 10.5 kilometers if I'm not wrong. So if you have this ship, definitely play it out. Another ship that I would definitely recommend, if you can get this ship from the West, I don't know, what do I call them? Journey of the West premium containers. Baije premium tier 9 battleship is a really good pick as well, okay? There are not a whole lot of battleships, guys. Trust me, there are not a whole lot of battleships. There might be Imami that I would pick. I would say you can pick. If you want to earn good credits, Imami is not a bad pick. You do have guns, 8 guns, and, a lot of things out there. Like torpedo protection is really good. Imami and Baije can be pretty nice. Imami and Baije would be pretty nice. Just give me a second, guys. Someone just messaging me for a division. So, yeah. I would say if you can buy it from Journey to the West premium containers, whatever, I don't know how do I call that, but if you can able to get this Baije from those containers, this is a really good battleship, okay? 9 guns, accuracy is really good, 2.1 sigma. The reload time is slightly worse than Izumo because, guys, it's a clone of Izumo, okay? It's a Japanese Izumo clone, or I would say copy pasta. But it has some interesting strengths for sure. It has a slightly better accuracy because of 2.1 sigma as compared to 2.0 sigma from Izumo. You have way better firing range compared to Izumo, and then your concealment is okay. Your air defense is pretty, I would say, not good, but the guns are really good. And if you play it well according to its strengths at long ranges, it's a really good credit income printing ship for sure, alongside with Imami. Imami is available for free, so I just want to explain that. Imami, you can buy it right now. It's available for coal. I think it's available for 228k coal in the armory section. 8 guns, 410mm guns. They are also good. It also have 2.2 sigma. I think 2.1 sigma it also have. So Imami and Baije both have 2.1 sigma, so accuracy is going to be pretty decent. Range is pretty good. You also, again, have torpedoes, Japanese torpedoes, which is pretty nice. The concealment can be decent. And you can just use it according to the strengths. You have decent HP as well, so definitely Imami and Baije are gonna be pretty decent picks, or I would say Kearsarge is the #1 pick for battleships. And that's basically about it. I just want to give a short review of all the ships if you want to buy all these credit income ships, okay? So please let me know, guys, what do you think about these ships, these destroyers, cruisers, or battleships? And what do you think that I should recommend as well, like other ships than these ones, okay? So please let me know in the comment section, and I will catch you guys into the next one. Peace out.